Hello guys, welcome to my channel. In today's video we will see how to configure the DHCP. Basically DHCP is a dynamic host configuration protocol that will be configured onto a server. Now what is the use of DHCP? So basically to address or to give assignment in an organization can be done automatically using this dynamic host configuration protocol. So for example, if any organization more than 100 systems are there, let's say 500 systems are there, and if we want to give the IP addresses to all such 500 systems, so that will be a very tedious task. So the better option is to assign the IP addresses with the help of DHCP. So what the DHCP will do, it will automatically assign the IP addresses to all the host addresses, and that whole process is totally automatic. That's why it is sometimes called it as a plug and play protocol. So DHCP is also used at the application layer program. Okay, so basically that will use the client server architecture that we have seen earlier. So it actually helps the TCP IP at the network layer also. So a network administrator, or we can say network manager, can configure this DHCP to assign permanent IP addresses to the host or and the routers. So as I told you, DHCP is a client server protocol in which the client sends a request message and server returns a response message. For example, the client needs any IP address, so he will send the DHCP request. Okay, then the request that is called as DHCP discover, and the DHCP server will gives him the IP address with the format called as DHCP offer. So various kind of communication takes place between this client and this server. So many more options, we called it as a option format. So in this video we will see how to configure the DHCP onto the server. So for that we required first of all one server. So we'll take from this how to take these servers, PCs and laptops and different communication devices. You can check out my previous videos. Then we require some kind of system, so we'll take PCs and some laptops. So just to check some alternate addresses, we take some alternate systems like first PC, then laptop, PC, then laptop, and again we take one PC. Okay, so 5 devices are there as a host. Then we required one switch that will communicate with this one. Okay, so then we required the communication cables. So we'll take automatic over there, so no need to worry about the ports and all this. The laptop to switch, then again this PC1 to this switch, and again this laptop to this switch. You can connect these systems using manually also, but we have to select over there some ports. Okay, then again some server to this switch. Okay, I think all the systems are connected. So 5 end systems are there, one switch is there and one server is there. What the thing is that before that we have to manually give the IP addresses to all such systems, right? So what the DHCP will do, it will automatically allocate the IP addresses. So for that we require to configure this server. Okay, so we'll double click on this, then we'll go to the desktop option, then IP configuration. We will assign first IP address to the server. So let's say it's 192.168.0.1. subnet mask automatically taken. Okay, so we have given IP address first to that server. Again double click it, go to the config service. Okay, go to the service tab. There we have the third option, DHCP. We will click on DHCP. Here the service is off currently, so we have to enable this DHCP service. So we have to click on this on. Okay, we have enabled this DHCP server. Now we have to give this default gateway, so that will be the IP address of that server. So that's 192.168.0.1. okay, then DNS server, I'll give the IP as a 10.0.0.1. okay, the start IP is automatically taken, that is 192.168.0.0, then 255.255.255.0, and maximum number of users we can connect to this server are 255. So you can increase or decrease the numbers based on this. Okay, after giving this default gateway and DNS server IP. We have to click it on a save button, so we will click on save. So these all the details are saved into the server pool. Okay, now we will close this box. Now we have configured the DHCP or enabled the DHCP into the server. Now we will check whether the IP address automatically assigned into this PC 0, laptop 0 and all such devices or not. So for that we will double click on it, go to the desktop, go to the IP configuration. Here it's a static, so we'll click on DHCP. So it is requesting IP address, so it is requesting the IP address from the server. So server allocate the IP address. Okay, so that's a 192.168.0.2. So look at here, these all fields are automatically given by the server and these are disabled, right? So automatically given by the server. So here we get that the message like DHCP request successful. So first client will send the request, that is DHCP discover. Okay, that format is message is called as DHCP discover. Then DHCP server takes that request, assign the IP address. Okay, so it assign the IP address, that message format is called as DHCP offer. So using that DHCP offer, we got the IP address as a 192.168.0.1. okay, default gateway, that is the IP address of the server, okay, that on which the DHCP is enabled, the DNS server that we have given it. Okay, so here we can see automatically IP addresses are assigned. Then we will check on laptop 0. Again go to the desktop, IP configuration, click on DHCP. Look at here, it is requesting IP, it got the IP address 0.3, right? 1 is for server, 2 is for PC, 3 is for this laptop. Okay, so we will close this, then go to the PC1. Again check the IP address, DHCP, again it is requesting, it got the IP address 192.168.0.4. then we go to the laptop 1. Again go to the desktop, IP configuration, DHCP, it again got the IP address from the server, correct? We don't have to put any IP, so that is actually the working of DHCP server. So users don't have to manually put the IP address, it is request the IP address and server gives him the IP address, right? So 5 end devices are there and 1 server, so that's why 192.168.0.6. actually when you go through the textbooks, you will get the same formats that we got as a DHCP offer. Okay, that DNS server, gateway, subnet mask, link, local address, and every information that is provided by the DHCP server. Okay, so everything is set now. So now we will check whether the message can pass from one system to another or not. So for that we required some message, so we'll take add simple PDU. Okay, you can take this from here. So first I will put the message on PC 0 and I will send the message from PC 0 to let's say laptop 1. Okay, so I will drop the message over there. So look at here, the scenario is going to be successful. Okay, I will check another thing. So here I will send the message. Okay, I will take the second PDU, I will put it on laptop 0 and I will send it to PC 2 now. Okay, that scenario is also successful. I will take a third message that will take from PC 1 and it will send to PC 0 now. Okay, so 3 messages I have dropped from one system to another. Okay, so look at the scenarios on the bottom right corner, PC 0 to laptop 1. Okay, then the message will be in this color, from laptop 0 to PC 2 the message will be on this format, PC 1 to PC 0. Okay, scenarios we have created, so all set. Now go to the simulation, bottom right corner, go to the simulation, we will click on this. We can change the simulation speed actually from the slider. Now we will just play this simulation. So look at here, the messages are ready to send from every devices. So first message is PC 0 to laptop 1. Okay, so here the message will go by the first one. Let's see. So I'll click on this. Look at the messages are going from different source systems to switches. Switches takes the decisions, okay, to whether to forward the data. Yes, correctly the data are forwarded onto the respective destinations. When it receives the destinations, it generates the acknowledgement. So these are the acknowledgements, and now it will again get back to the source. These are the acknowledgements, these are got at the source end, and here the checkbox, that means the messages are delivered successfully. If you like this video, so kindly like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.